Sure. Aloha. Welcome back. I'm TOS and you're watching Hello Good Game. Today we are looking at Esper Tempo version 2. This is the M20 version. We've not looked at this since War of the Spark. And the last time I played a control deck, I guess it was incredibly evident that I am not a control player. So today we're going to try to fool some people and, play some counter spells. Getting into the deck, we have 2 Search for Azcanta, 2 Cast Down, 2 Elderspell, 1 Despark, 4 Thought Erasure, 4 Narset, Parter of Veils, 3 Teferi Time Ravelers, 2 Oath of Kaya, 2 Vraska's Contempt, 2 Basilica Bell-Haunt, 3 Kaya's Wrath, 4 Teferi Hero of Dominaria, 2 Command the Dreadhorde, 1 Ugin the Infallible, 1 Island, 1 Swamp, 4 Glacial Fortresses, 4 Hallowed Fountains, 4 Godless Shrines, 4 Isolated Chapels, 4 Drowned Catacombs, 4 Watery Graves. So a ton of land, which is disgusting, and you just a lot of other disgusting stuff, right, guys? Command the Dreadhorde is new to this for us. So is Ugin. Previously, we were playing a more strict version than this. This feels like it's more opened up. Getting right into it, though. We were practicing with it yesterday a little bit, so we shouldn't be so terrible. But it is incredibly early in the morning, so I can't imagine that will be perfect. We have turn 2 Thought Erasure, which is nice, and some Oath of Kaya, plus a Teferi to pop that into our hand again. So hopefully we're playing a red burn deck and we can just outpace with life gain. We'll see though. So this will be Jund dinosaurs we're playing against. Let's get that Ceratops out of his hand. Oh, he does not have it. Let's get rid of his Regisaur. Big Teferi can go. 3 land. We're so far away from that. There's no need to hold us up on our 4th land. We'll just pop this off first and foremost, because we do have 2 Oaths of Kaya, so why allow that to stand? Saving our shock lands till later, because we could just blast ourselves, right? Commune with dinosaurs, basically a waste of turn. He's just searching for a dinosaur card. He gets to look at the top 5. Here's just Marauding Raptor. Yeah, let's see what he throws out. I bet he wants to keep his land. Unless he has a second land. Oh, a Ghalta. We do not mind getting rid of that, in all honesty. Unless he has a secondary one. That could be bad news. Oh, a land. And yeah, so he'll get to search his library for a dinosaur card here. That's unfortunate. He's taking Ripjaw, which we won't let him play. Taking some damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be our 5th. That would not work. And we will chalk out his Marauding Raptor here. He has 5, 6, 7 cards. So probably unable to do so much, right? Because his Ripjaw Raptor won't enrage when it enters the battlefield. Oh, Forerunner of the Empire does that as well. That's disgusting. 1 to 3, so we're paying life for this. And then we're going to Teferi our Oath of Kaya into our hand. Draw a card. And now we're getting rid of his Forerunner of the Empire. No attacks. Ripjaw Raptor is a huge problem. Especially like that.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Let's search for Oath of Kaya. Or Kaya's Wrath, sorry. You know what I meant. And here we'll clean house, and that should win us the game. We have a Teferi in the pocket. That's GG's.
Trust me. Hurry.
Meditate and prepare.
Grab our land with the Teferi. That's that. And it's just a slow, painful death from here. Much like, you know, having cancer.
Hold that thought.
Drawing with the Teferi. It's Vraska's Contempt. We'll search for Azcanta. We'll take Command the Dreadhorde because we are just that terrible of people. Oh goodness, what do we want? Pay 12 life and take Gulta? Or we take his Marauding Raptor, his Ripjaw Raptor. And a Wayward, I think. What's in our graveyard? We could take a little Teferi, I believe. Yeah. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Why not?
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Get to play second land, which is great. And we'll take this Oath of Kaya back to our hand.
Bad idea.
All attack. Easy. GG easy. So, the Twitch comments must be limited to like 140 characters, eh? Because you're unable to share the whole list at once. it looks like. I'll just throw it on a notepad and import it that way. Okay. This is going to be a great match, you guys. Classic control wins here. Nothing but. Poppy. Ideally, he's not playing... No, he's not. He's playing some sort of Crixus, potentially. Why don't we see? Bolas can go. We'll take that with our Command the Dreadhorde. Land can stay for that very reason. If you just go into your decks, you can click on the deck and press export, and it will put it to your clipboard as one big text document. I don't know if you're doing that. I imagine typing that out would be cancer. Please do not type it out. Woof. Just go into the game, go decks, and then click on deck and go export. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you. We've no play. He has 2 Narsets. We're not playing any creatures.
Hone your prowess.
We're just trying to withhold. We'll save a Contempt for that. Instant speed, probably. Right? And then after our instant speed Contempt, we're going to grab it with Command the Dreadhorde. This kid's going to not be happy with us. So that hits the field. We deal with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need 6. Getting rid of Cast Down. No creatures that we see. Could have got rid of a land. Next turn. Oh, Big Boy Bolas went to exile, so we can't use that. We'll Contempt this as well. It would be cool to grab those back. Where the hell are these Elderspells? We're going to need to pull some of those. Let's hold our Command the Dreadhorde for a couple minutes. And let's take a search. That's always beneficial. Playing another Narset, which is okay. And he's going in for a draw. Okay, so that's pretty good. He could destroy our Narset, which he does. Which is actually beneficial because it gets it out of the way for us. A little bit of life gain can stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pay 2 life. Let's do a Dreadhorde. Have our opponent discard a card with his own Bolas. Grabbing a Thought Erasure. This Siobhan Fire will probably kill us. He can kick it for 5 and deal 4 damage to us. Or do Enter the God Eternals. That's always nice as well. Land goes to the graveyard. Let's transform this. And now we take a damage. Let's do our draw with Narset.
Hone your prowess.
Let's grab Teferi. Teferi bounce this token.
I am not going to sit this one out. No, I am not making this up as I go.
I guess let's get rid of this Narset. We should have done that first, and we could have got our draw from Teferi.
Prepared for this.
So that's our bad. His Narset can go to the grave, and our land can go to the grave as well. He has a handful of dead cards, but he does have a Chandra token. Plus Teferi. Yeah. We'll try to hold this Teferi in our hand for a second. Let's take big Teferi, and let's just play that since we can. So we stabilized. I believe we've taken control now, or enough control anyways. There's too many planeswalkers to deal with. Grabbing 2 land. Unfortunately, not enough for our search for Azcanta. Thought Erasure takes our other Teferi. Very nice. He still has something to play. I believe it could be probably just a land.
Keep up the pace.
Grabbing something, grabbing anything. Another Command the Dreadhorde, which we kind of like.
Let's try this.
Let's search another Teferi, I guess, into the land. Into our next turn. We'll untap our search for Azcanta. And search again. We get a land out. And he's just tossing cards out of his hand for some reason. Let's get another search in. My turn. Take the damage. Draw the card. Play the Ugin. Plus the Ugin. Plus the Teferi. It's just so easy at this point, right? It's a click and play adventure. And we have another Teferi, so let's minus on our oath.
I've got time.
Take that, draw a card, and smash down for 3, gain some life. Good game and goodbye. So that was fun. We must respect the control deck, as it is quite serious. That's a hard deck to beat, the Dimir deck. It's unpleasant. Pretty good land draw. Let's keep it, and hopefully this Teferi and Narset bring us to victory, right? Play our tapped land first. Our Hallowed Fountains. Yeah, Dimir is exceedingly aggressive right now. toss out his Feather or his 10th District. 2 God's Willing. And a Defiant Strike. I guess let's get rid of that. We do need a second plane, so that can stay. He usually gets to recast that, which is exceedingly aggressive. It's nice that he only has 1 creature, though, for him to target. Let's bounce it back to his hand while we can.
I know my responsibility.
Buy us a turn. Thought Erasure is always nice. He's got all the creatures he needs, so we just need to manage that if we can. Let's toss the Bell-Haunt out first. Just get a random discard. Hopefully it's a God Willing. He probably doesn't want to ditch them though, you know what I mean? Oh, he does. Still in a tough position. Only 1 planes. If he uses it, he should be using God's Willing again, so it's unblockable. Yeah, I'm not sure that works. Obviously, we're going to force him to use whatever else he has. Nothing. He plays a Krinko. And just fully taps by doing so. So let's grab that. Instant speed on our main phase so he can't tap it. Tap it. Just regular tap it for attackers. Oh! 10th District Legionnaire, that's aggressive. Probably playing a Shock, so we can't block. Oh, I'm tapped, so I can't block actually. Jumping into full swing with a Narset. Getting a draw in, and it will be our Oath of Kaya that stays. And we're going to try to hit his Legionnaire here. Does it go? It goes! Let's get some more damage in. Probably win the game that way. And we have another Narset, so if he wants to waste the attack on her, he can. He should definitely just be focused on my health. I'm going to be gaining life here. He's going to be taking 2 damage. Places God's Willing, which I could give a frig about. And our Narset still survives. The only thing is he gets a Scry, which is nice. She doesn't survive because I'm tapped. I keep forgetting about that. Let's do a Thought Erasure. Gideon's Backblade cannot stay. Our land can go. He has 2 God's Willing, so it's not much we could do there. Let's just continue to outpace. We're going to lose Narset, so let's play another. And let's just try to race him. Right, because he's down to 9. If he's attacking my Narset, he's going down to 7. Okay, Reckless Rage. I'm glad we got some use out of that at least, right? Let's see what our friend does here. He knows we have another Narset, but he takes her out anyways. Reckless Rage can't be used. So we're at 17. He's sitting pretty though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I keep thinking this is Command the Dreadhorde.
I train every day. No
Let's see what we get. Kaya's Wrath. How lovely. Pay 2 life. Shebang, shebang, shabong. That should be good game. There's nothing worse than Kaya's Wrath when you have your whole team on the field. Unfortunately, I'm top decking as well. We have Oath of Kaya out, which is great. And we pulled another Kaya's Wrath, which is even better. Our opponent's bricked on 3 lands, but there's nothing he needs to play anyways. Just having a draw-a-thon. Turn for turn. I got a land too. I do have a couple answers for anything. Let's just deal with that now, unfortunately. What good luck. What good luck, indeed. Command the Dreadhorde would be ideal for us at this point. I know we keep talking about it. Hopefully it's here. Another land. It's every land in my deck, you guys. What the hell? We need to pull a little Teferi. And Ugin will do, and Ugin will do. You can't use God's Willing against colorless, which is so great. Getting rid of his feathered here. God's Willing does nothing. You will get to scry though. And you will also get your God's Willing back, so it's a free scry. Which is great. Nice. This guy has played 3 feathers in a row. Let's get the draw. And let's get the Dreadhorde in. We want Gideon. We want our own feathered, so we're at 3, 6. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus we'll gain some life. Sure. Good game. Because we could have used Teferi to bounce Oath of Kaya back, which would have gained us more life, so it would have been basically free for Teferi. Bell-Haunt gains us 3 life as well, so that only cost us 1. GG's. I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to keep it just for search for Azcanta, and we have our single Despark, so it could work out. Does he have counter target creature spell for 2? That would be aggressive. Just a Sinopate. Reasonable. Just try to draw it out.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Getting flooded with land. Seems every time we almost convert, we just get smashed.
Let's skip to the good part.
Let's see what he's holding. Could have double searched there. That's a misplay on my behalf. So we finally stabilized. He got caught on a green land, which is great for us. We see it here though. Let's get another search in. Vraska's Contempt, just because we're behind on life gain. Let's do a plus. Let's do another plus.
Let's skip to the good part.
No stopping the Teferi draw. And we'll grab a search for Azcanta as well while we're here. We'll take Oath of Kaya. And we'll actually play Oath of Kaya on his Chinny Chin. We do have access to both our Despark and our Cast Down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands available. We should be safe. I'm going in full control just to make sure. Let's just cast this. Oh, cancel. That's legendary. And it has 0 mana cost, so we'll have to Vraska's Contempt it. Planning ahead, due to our Thought Erasure, gave us foresight of his hand, and we knew that we had to deal with this. Interesting. That's that. Let's see if we can get it. Hashtag I suck at control. Our opponent going first. We're just chilling. We're going to do some video editing, and then afterwards, this afternoon, get weird with it and climb some rank. Goodbye, Ugin. We're gonna leave his lovely little Nicol Bolas there.
Just the trick for this. The past, present, with thoughtfulness before action.
We're taking a Thought Erasure though.
Meditate and prepare. Hone your prowess.
No need for Kaya's Wrath. Probably taking our Teferi. We'll just take out his Narset for good measure. Because we will be drawing with Ugin. Kefnet. So annoying.
We are but motes in a vast multitude. Too many unread.
So we have 2 turns, free of charge.
Secrets manifest before you.
Playing our second Narset on top of the first, keeping the second. Just looking to draw, and he cannot keep up with the heat. That's GG's. And we need more of these. This piece of Esper. Not sure what to do about that. Just keep on chugging. We're looking for one more win before we shut it down. It's streaming for over 2 hours. So that's quite enough. What a bummer with the land. Let's try to just prevail. An Oath of Kaya is nice against this red deck. We'll see how that works out though. I've not seen the Spear Spewer in quite some time. Hopefully we continue to draw land. We don't. A Bell-Haunt's not the worst. Paying life, taking the Thought Erasure. Wizard's Lightning can go. I fucking hate this land. It can go. I need a non-tapped land. Hitting us with a Skewer the Critics, obviously. Oh my god, light up the stage. With a land into Skewer the Critics and Shock next turn. Experimental Frenzy. Nice. Brutal, 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 brutal. I realize I'm throwing my lands away, but I cannot just have tapped lands. Luckily, we have an Oath of Kaya. He shocked it so I wouldn't gain life. Alright, a regular land. Isn't that groovy? Let's get rid of his last card. Just a land, no worries there. Another Pyromancer. We've stabilized. Let's see if we can pull it off. Getting the hit in. He'll need something with haste. He's top decking, which is less than unfortunate. Let's see what he gets. A light up the stage would be ideal for him. He gets a full powered Wizard Lightning. Let's get a cast down into a search for Azcanta, into no attacks, because if it's a haste blocker, we're screwed, or a haste attacker. Frenzy, we're okay. And he does get the haste attacker. Graveyard, we don't need that. We need a land. Transform for the land. There is another land here. We're going to -6 on his Frenzy. -3, sorry. No attack. Still holding on. Please. Please not a lightning strike. We live another day. Grab our plus. Grab our land. Grab our Teferi. Grab a plus. Another Teferi, no attacks. 1, 2. So we can search as well. We'll take Narset for the additional draw. Getting hammered right to the head. This is probably our last turn. Let's get a plus out. Let's get a draw out.
No time for a break.
Just another land, which we hate. Let's get Narset out.
My prowess, I am just the trick for this.
I guess cast down. So we would gain 3 life. Let's just, oh, I don't know. Let's pass our turn. I forgot about the Teferi untapped, so we could have saved ourselves there. Actually cancel. We're going to search for instead for life gain. We have a Narset, so we'll take it to Teferi. My turn. We can bounce our Oath back to our hand and save the day.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Play that again, takes us out of lethal range. Let's get another draw in. Thought Erasure. Teferi's plus.
We need to move quickly.
And Ugin's plus. Then we can play a land. And we'll attack with one, just to let him know we're still here. And then I'll go as far as removing his Pyromancer as well. Grabbing 2 land. Full cost light up the stage into a Chain Whirler. So we can Chain Whirl light up the stage again. Screw the Critics would beat us if he had it. We lost our little Teferi. Into a light up the stage. He gets a Wizard's Lightning. We need life gain, kids. How do we gain life here? Land goes out. One, two, three, four. I could gain 4 life with a Wrath. Let's get another creature out for an additional life. And why not draw?
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Let's Kaya's Wrath now. Gain a bunch of life, which should save the day. At which point we should be doing our search for Azcanta. Taking it to Teferi. Playing our search for Azcanta. Untapping a few lands. 1, 2, 3. Tossing a few lands. Can we survive 8 damage? That is the question. That's 2. We have an additional 3 coming, so we'll need to survive 3 damage. There's 3. Does he have it in his hand? Has he been holding it? Should we have Thought Erased him? No, we're good. Declining our transformation. We will Little Teferi bounce our Oath back, like always. Just what a tasty treat this has been. keeping us alive against this red deck. Back up to safety. I will plus here. And then I will Elderspell. Submitting 1.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
That goes on my Teferi, please. Teferi goes -8
With each turn of the clock,
for our token. Land goes out. That's it. That's all. So he could light up the stage into 2 lightning strikes. That would be unfortunate for us. Shocking my Teferi. I'm afraid that's too little too late. Oh, we should not have transformed that. Double clicked on accident. Let's get rid of one of these cards.
it's only a matter of time.
Could we minus a land? No. Let's plus, grab something to the field. Let's throw our Teferi out as well. We'll get a draw.
This isn't hurry.
Take another one of his land. It's going to take us a little bit. We did pull an Oath of Kaya though, so that is great. We'll gain a little bit more life, and that is beyond good game at this point. So if you've liked watching me struggle to play Control, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and you'll be entered in to win all the gems that you could possibly think of. 500,000, 500,000 gems. So that is always dandy. So make sure to do so. Comment, subscribe, like, share, all those good things. That's that. He's come to the harsh reality of his existence. Let's see what's up with the deck. I don't think we made any changes. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom before I do the outro.